Hello everyone, welcome back to the 30th of July midweek market updates on technical insights. This Wednesday morning, Asian market traded mixed with the Nikkei 225 index trading near the flat line and the CSI 300 with the Shanghai Composite seeing a 0.5% gain. Hang Seng Index is down about 0.4% with the STI Index down about 0.3% at the midday break. Overnight in the US, all three major US indices ended their week-long winning streak after the US and China trade talks ended without an extension to the 12th of August deadline. This means that the tariff that we see in April could shoot back up to the 100% blanket duty that we saw earlier this year. The Dow Jones Index lost about 0.5% or 204 points to close at 44,633 points. Broad index S&P 500 lost 0.3% or 19 points to 6,370 points. Tech-heavy Nasdaq Composite also dropped 0.4% or 80 points to close at 21,098 points. Investors are now looking out for the US Fed interest rate decision, which will come in tonight, where Fed Fund futures pricing are now showing a 98% likelihood that the US Central Bank will keep its interest rate unchanged at 4.25 to 4.5%. Market analysts are also expecting that Fed Chair Jerome Powell will not give any indication of when the rate cut will start. After the US market closed tonight, investors will also hear quarterly results from Meta Platforms, Microsoft, and Robinhood. Back to our Singapore market, our STI Index ended more than 10 consecutive winning sessions last Friday and started this week on a slightly negative note. On Monday, our benchmark index was down about 20 points or 0.47%. And on Tuesday, the pullback continued with another 12 points or 0.3% drop to close at 4,229 points. This Wednesday morning, we are seeing that the STI Index dropped another 15 points or 0.36%, with the STI now trying to hold on to the 4,200 points handle. Week to date, we are down about 42 points or 1%, following last week 1.7% gains, and on track for the first negative week we have seen since the 23rd of June. Year-to-date, STI is up more than 11%, outperforming the US indices gains of about 4 to 8%. Top gainer on the STI on Tuesday was again Jardine Matheson Holding, which was up 2.2% or US $1.22 to US $56.54. Top loser on the STI on Tuesday was Singapore Airlines, which dropped about 7.4% or 56 cents to close at $7.04 as they announced their Q1 net profit plunges 59% year-on-year, steeply missing analyst estimate. So for today's technical analysis, let's take a look at SIA. This Wednesday morning, SIA share price continued Tuesday's 7.4% loss with another 2.1% drop to $6.89 at the midday break. For the trading week so far, SIA is down almost 70 cents or close to 9%. We noted in the first quarter of this year, SIA share price rallied to a high of $6.94. In the second quarter, due to the US trade tariffs in April, SIA share price plunged to a low of $5.90 on the 9th of April before rallying back to the 5th June high of $7.18. The year-to-date high that we've seen so far was on 28th of July at $7.63, which is one day before their negative earnings results, which saw their Q1 profit plunges 60% year-on-year, steeply missing analyst estimate. Looking at the key support level right now, SIA is at $6.89, holding on to the amber line that you'll see here, which is the 100 days moving average. The major support could come in at the 200 days moving average, which is the red line that you'll see here at $6.65. Key resistance level were the previous high that we saw on the 5th of June at $7.18, and above this you can see that the 20 days moving average in green here at $7.29 could find some confluence with the 5th of June high at $7.18. On the technical indicators, the MACD now is showing a very negative reading, and with the MACD line diverging downwards away from the signal line. This indicates that there will be further downside to SIA share price in the near term. The RSI reading now is at 33 points, which suggests that SIA share price has very weak momentum right now, but it has not triggered the oversold level at the RSI 30-point level. So investors should be patient and wait for a further pullback of SIA share price towards the 200 days moving average at $6.65 before considering to accumulate SIA share price again. Investors should also watch out for the RSI indicator to at least reflect the oversold signal below the 30-point oversold level, and for the MACD indicator to turn positive before considering buying into SIA share price in the near term again. And with the upside targeting at the 20 days moving average now around the $7.29 level. And these are the updates that I have this week. If you find this information useful, do remember to like, share, and subscribe to stay updated with the latest market movement. And I'll see you again next week in the next technical insight.